Welcome to Business Class. I'm Steve Ekstrom from Learn Tourism, a nonprofit academy dedicated to advancing the tourism industry through innovative training and sustainable practices. Our mission? To empower travel professionals and communities with the knowledge they need to create meaningful, authentic, and sustainable tourism experiences. Ready to join us on this journey? Visit learntourism.org and start making a difference today.
Hi, how are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Thank you for your time, and I do apologize for changing the last meeting that we have. Sorry for that.
Don't worry about it. Working in an industry like tourism and like economic development, it means we have to be flexible.
My name is Maria Lacouture. I'm the director of the Colombian American Chamber of Commerce, AmCham, Colombia.
So, for folks who are not familiar with AmCham Colombia, what does the organization do and how is it related to the tourism space?
We are a nonprofit organization, and what we do is to strengthen the relation between Colombia and the US in every single area of business, including tourism. We work with our affiliates in Colombia. There are more than 970 American and Colombian companies. And we work very tightly with them in areas of business, government relations, opportunities, in order to have more relation between the two countries, between the business community.
What has been your favorite day at work?
Oh, my favorite network.
Your favorite day at work?
Oh, my favorite day at work. All of them. I really enjoy working.
What do you love about it?
Well, I have been able to know people, to learn, to create a group of coworkers, to do something different every single day, and to travel.
In what ways do you think travel has helped you be better at your job?
When you travel, you learn about not only how to be efficient with the time, but also to learn cultures, to learn communities, to learn ways of doing things, creative innovations, anything that every single travel will bring you. That's something that you learn, and that's something that I'm more than willing to learn as well, and to be able to adapt and to be able to understand those changes. I enjoy travel a lot.
What do you think is the greatest misconception about your work?
Misconception. Believe that we do visas.
No, you can't give me a visa.
No, I cannot. People mostly believe that we are a visa company, but we're not. That would be more than glad to help people to do that, but we aren't able to do it.
What does success look like in your role over the next year or so?
Well, I believe that success is what you believe is your goal more than anything else. So for me, success has been able to do what I was planning and have my goals comply. So part of been working on is regarding of how I can do and achieve my goals. And in that way, that will be success for me.
What are two or three of the goals that are top of mind for you this week?
There are many actually. One is to get a very good meal in a different restaurant. I'm a foodie person, so I really enjoy when I travel to be able to visit a good restaurant and enjoy a good meal with a good partner. And another goal is to be able to promote our country in the US. I'm actually at Washington. And for the past 2 weeks, I've been here in a business agenda with different companies and also with government entities. And part of my goal is to achieve that agenda completely and be able to promote Colombia and being able to bring some opportunities to the country.
What do you think are the greatest opportunities, the low hanging fruit, the things that you can accomplish most efficiently and effectively in the short term?
One that we have been able to do is to create business, to increase the opportunities for the business community in Colombia and in the US. And those are the most important so far at this moment for this week.
There is a fighter jet flying over my head.
That's why.
That doesn't happen to me very often. So I travel all the time. You can hear it.
Yes, I do. I actually do.
So I travel all the time.
Wow. Where are you located?
Portland, Oregon.
Oh, that's nice.
I travel all the time. So what behind me is actually the inside of my bus, my motor coach.
Oh, wow.
So I spent 3.5 years traveling throughout North and Central America in a van.
Wow.
And then 1 year ago, I switched from the van to a very large bus. It has a fireplace. It has a dish machine and a dryer so I can do my laundry. It's very fancy.
It's really
Uh,
big.
it's pretty big.
I
It's
cannot
about
show
this.
that to my husband because he always wanted to be in a motor cart, and I denied to do that. No way.
Well, I'm not somebody that loves camping, like starting a fire and being outside all day and getting bit by bugs. Like, no. But I have a very nice stove and I have an oven and I can cook a fantastic meal. And then I can put all the dishes in the dishwasher, push a button, and they're all washed. So
Good.
this is my version of camping.
It's a good version, but not for me. I would not show that husband. That would
What is,
say to him.
yeah, there is a nice way to do it. But yeah, it's been a great adventure. And what is your ideal vacation like?
Well, it depends because I love to go different places. I really enjoy travel and I look for any occasion to do that, to travel. So the ideal is to take my suitcase and go in a plane and move. So any place that I can go for me is an ideal place. I really enjoy everywhere. To know cultures, to know the places, to know the food, to know how things are done. And I love to learn while I'm traveling. So any place could be good.
What do you think are a couple things about Colombia that might surprise destination professionals who work on promoting tourism in the US and Canada? What might they be surprised by?
I have worked previously as country image and tourism promotion, and I learned that our country brand is not only something that you can see from one phrase that can be united in one word that is diversity. What Colombia have to offer is a huge amount of diversity in every way. Colombia is a country that will provide you not with one experience, with many experience. And you can find from everywhere that you go different environment, music, community, gastronomy, different type of culture. It can provide you with different proximity of how we do and what is our history. So that is the most valuable proposition that we can provide to anyone that comes to Colombia is that in one place you will find a diversified experience that you cannot do in another country.
How has the tourism sector grown or evolved over the last few years?
It had evolved a lot. We have grown. We have actually make it a bit by bit more professional. Nowadays, it's very young. If you look into the politics of tourism in Colombia, we started in 2006, meaning it's very young. The process of having a ministry regarding tourism and the policies that go beyond that. So since then, Colombia has been increasing. And last year, we have more than 4 million non-residents visitors to our country, which mean an increase, very important increase from the past year. And part of what have been done is how we can move from the perception of being a country with insecurity with a country that provides experience and a country that provides a real diversity in a place where you will find many things to do.
How do you see it growing in the next couple of years?
Colombia have a lot to offer still, and we're still in the process of increasing. So that means that the opportunities to increase is still open very wide. And what we need, as I mentioned in a book that I made that is called Sustainable Tourism 10 Things, 10 Tips to Achieve It, that we have to do it in a process that allows us to be planned, that we be able to not only believe of the number of counting the number of tourism that is getting into Colombia, that how we can do it more professional, how we can build a stronger partnership with different countries, and how we can make the experience unforgettable for everyone that comes to our country. So part of what it should be done in Colombia is how we can move from a general promotion to a very specific promotion, depending on the country that we are looking to bring tourism into our country. And also with the optimism that we have in the next few years, we need a consistent signal of security, stability, connectivity, and openness to investment. We can turn that optimism that we have into more visitors and more economic impact for the country.
How did you become interested in sustainability?
Coming into the tourism sector, I didn't plan it. I was more a commercial regarding business and services, but not tourism. Actually, I did not know much about tourism when I got into it. When you were in a place at the right moment with the right person, I was given the challenge to bring cruises to Colombia with a group of people. And at that time, this was more or less like in 2004. And at that time, sustainability was starting to be something very important for the sector. When I realized and I started to study how tourism got to be promoted, how it got to be moved in order to bring more tourists to the countries, one of the issues that always pop up is sustainability. So that's why I started in 2004 studying sustainability. And since we were so young in being part of the tourism sector as a country, one of the things that I start to move forward is how we can do it right, how we can learn from what other countries have passed by, and how we can start promoting and developing the policies that allow us to have a tourism that stay for longer.
In what ways has the definition of sustainability changed since 2004 to today?
Yeah, I have changed a lot, but I have to say that I still believe that sustainability have to be the balance between the economic development, the social development, and the environmental development. No one better than the other one or more to one to the other one. I do believe on the balance of the three. If you don't have business development, if you don't have an economic impact, you would not be able to sustain sustainability. If you don't have social development and that economic impact would impact the social as well, you would not have sustainability. And if you don't have environmental development and impact, you would conduct the tourism in a way that it will not be sustainable through the years to the long term. So that's for me, it's how it maintained. However, I have to say that today sustainability require more than good intentions. It require coordination, it require investment, it require training, community participation, and long-term vision. The future is not only more tourism, and that's one important thing. It is better tourism, more inclusive, more sustainable, more regional, and more connected to the well-being of communities. It cannot be a part of the community.
That is such a beautiful answer. Thank you.
Eh,
I too have studied when people don't see how they're all inter
Yeah,
culture, nature, and profitability. And to see that a newer destination may have a lot more flexibility in implementing sustainability initiatives than some more established destinations. Do you think that's true with Colombia?
it is true. And it is more than true since we are very young in the process of tourism, like formally doing tourism. The opportunity that we have to do it right is huge. And that's why I insist in our country to plan, to develop, to introduce sustainability in each of the places that we are developing tourism in order to develop a good planning it have to be regarding the balance of the three definitions: economic, social, and environment.
What did I not ask you about that you wish I did?
What lessons have been important for me in this process, actually? And I would say that one of the biggest lessons that I have learned is that build anything meaningful, it have to be with a group. It's not alone. And part of what have inspired me actually is the team or the different people that I've been able to exchange and work together in the past year. Helping others to grow and listen from the voices have helped me to be able to improve and to be what I am actually. So one of the things that it have made me be a better person in tourism is learning about tourism is the necessity of a human contact, the opportunity of a human contact, and the development of each one once we have been able to learn from another person, from other humans.
So much of tourism marketing is on the visual, the beach, the mountains, beautiful community in the neighborhood. And so much of it is about the food and the music and the art. How does one promote that human connection?
One of the things that I've been working a lot is what would be that definition of marketing that have to be done in order to people understand diversity in our country. You can show it through different pictures like rivers, mountain, coffee, culture, heritage. Many things can be put in a picture. But how do you put in a picture that sensibility from the human, the service, the nature that people cares about things and how people are waiting in a very sensitive way from tourists to come to our country. So it's not an easy task what you're asking, but one of the things that allows you to do that is a mix between that picture with the music and the way people are talking and the way people will be able to show the hug, the kisses. We're a culture that when you get to Colombia, everybody kisses in the cheek. That's the way to salute. And that's something that for many other countries is not custom. So it's a way to show that we really believe and we really sense the opportunities to bring things to human spectrum. That's a way that you can do it. Another way to do it is through examples. Most of what we have seen, and one way that we have done the promotion of tourism in my past work, that I work for the promotion agency of the country and I was Minister of Commerce, Industry and Tourism. And one way that we did it is that to bring to the places what we are and to bring the experience from other people that were able to went to Colombia and allow them to feel through the perspective of the one that were telling the story, how they felt in our country, how they experience our country. And that's another way to do it.
Would you like to ask me anything?
What would be your best experience that you have? In what country?
Kindness, just human kindness, and to feel valued and appreciated. I'm in a destination is what really stands out. Whether that was in Mexico or when my car broke down, or it was in Canada when I was able to call a friend when I needed help with something in a garage, or being in Brazil and being invited to a holiday dinner with the ambassador. These opportunities to feel welcome and to feel appreciated, to feel valued. And I find that countries that are on the newer end of tourism development sometimes have a much greater appreciation for the individual visitor than those that are more seasoned.
That's true. Have you been to Colombia?
I have not yet. However, my in-laws are Colombian. My
You
nephew
should
is
go
of
be-
Colombian.
because that's part of our culture is that the welcoming to everyone. And we used to have a promotion slogan that says that the only risk that you have to go to Colombia is that you want it to stay. So
Yes.
that's part of what we are. actually.
The risk is falling in love.
That's another one. That is part of the risk of wanting to stay is that for some people, they wouldn't be able to find love, but also good
But you fall in
people,
love with the community and the
exactly, with
people and the culture and
friends.
the nature.
Friends, you will fall in love with everyone and you will have very good friends that you can share experience.
If folks want to learn more about your work or participate in some way with the great work that you're doing, how would they go about doing so? Do you have a website?
I do have a website that is Maria Lacouture, and they will find it on the internet as well. There, it's tourism oriented. And the other one for my work is amchamcolombia.com, and they can also search the internet and they will find it both.
Fantastic. This has been a delightful conversation. I appreciate you sharing your time with me. I hope
So
you have a wonderful week.
thank you so much. If I can leave you with the last thought that I have in tourism, can I do that?
Please.
One of the things that I've been working a lot is that definitely we have to be able to get tourism involved with technology. But we cannot forget that tourism is high touch and high tech, which means the next generation have to understand both, not only technology, but also how we can promote, sell, measure, and manage tourism. And artificial intelligence can help you with the data, with the digital tools, would help you with designs better experience and make better decision. But the heart of tourism will remain human. And people travel for experience, for stories, for service, for culture, for nature, and for connection. And we have to provide this information to the new generation of tourism professionals that they have to comply with technology, but also with the human part. They cannot forget about that.
I appreciate you sharing that. Thank you so much.
No, thank you so much, Stephen. It was great to talk to you, and I hope to do it next time.
Have a good time in DC.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for tuning in to Business Class. This episode is brought to you by Learn Tourism, the nonprofit academy where we advance the tourism industry with cutting edge training and sustainable practices. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to visit learntourism.org to learn more about our programs and how you can get involved. Until next time, stay curious, continue learning and making a difference through tourism.